You'll hear them say, if you listen to that video very closely, Hawkeye's on the stage or Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's, you know, it's out there. It's their code.
Right. If you listen to the video alone, right, you would know within a minute that this was an assassination attempt. And yet the mainstream media thought it was highly irresponsible to label it as such. They needed a bureaucrat to tell them it was an assassination attempt after a bureaucratic investigation. While anyone with above room temperature IQ who is listening and has some familiarity with the terminology or some familiarity with high-powered weapons knew within a few seconds that this was an assassination attempt. Just like an ordinary person with a 100 IQ knew that Joe Biden was senile back in 2018, 2019, 2020, and conservative media overwhelmingly pointed this out, and the mainstream media denied it overwhelmingly until Joe Biden's disastrous debate June 27.
Name. So they were up there. It's not like classified or anything like that. You can hear it, but that's who they're talking about right there up on the stage, okay? So they're waiting for that team. They're then looking to see if there's any other threats. He gets up, and then they evac him. Let's talk about some stuff, though, that happened and what led up to this, and then we'll reference that often, okay? Where was the perimeter surveillance? Folks, we have a white building in the middle of the day. We have a sniper on the building at 130 yards. 130 yards is a rookie shot. A 9-year-old kid from Missouri with a 22 could take out a squirrel at that distance. There is absolutely no way that the Secret Service should be putting out public statements indicating right now that that wasn't their responsibility. Brother, everything is your responsibility, okay? Keeping the president alive is your responsibility. If a rookie sniper at 130 yards can come within a minute.
Okay, so taking responsibility, owning up to your mistakes, that's usually a reflection of the structure that you're operating in. So if you're operating within a structure that does not prize excellence, that does not prize telling the truth, that does not prize accountability, right? If that's the structure of the Secret Service under Joe Biden, then you would behave as the Secret Service is behaving.
Millimeter of taking out the potential future president of the United States, then let me tell you something. That's your freaking responsibility. Where was the perimeter surveillance team, and how did they miss this thing? How did they miss it? He was on a white roof in the middle of the day. There's absolutely.
So how do we have a structure in the Secret Service that leads the Secret Service to run away as far as they can from responsibility? Right? There is a culture in the Secret Service, comes from the top, who is in charge of the Secret Service, the Joe Biden administration. So they have developed a culture that makes it second nature for people within that culture to flee from responsibility.